devil's advocate, and I really respect you for it. But seriously, she is dangerous, Anne.
If you're in America and you tell the school you're going to shoot up, are they going to take that lightly?
Yeah. Angie, I was in Tony's live the other day, and a woman came up and played recordings of what this woman said out of her own mouth. She tried to blame a 4-year-old for her touching them. Right?
Yeah, she came in here though, Jojo. She explained that, and you know, we just thought, well, she was 8 years old. He was 4. There might not have been anything sexual in it. Do you know what I mean? You know, like kids, you put things up your nose and then like your body.
Right. I also get that, but then she's also admitted to she was 18 with a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, that we don't get. That's the one we don't get. Yeah, the 14-year-old. She said she was told he was 18. But her flatmate knew she was he was 14, so, you know, surely she must...
4-year-olds do not know the stuff she's told the 4-year-old to do. 4-year-olds do not know that. I have children. Many other 4-year-olds do not know that. She's full of...
I don't think it was sexual. I really don't. That's just my
opinion. But I mean,
and gaslighting.
Yes, I agree with Ding. I agree with Ding 1,000%, because what I heard come out of that woman's mouth myself, Ange, and what other people who have evidence against this woman on numerous of her accounts, she literally has sat there and deflected, tried to blame other people for her actions. She's got mods who are underage. She's very well known on roadblocks in Australia for targeting young children. There's a whole big massive thing about her in Australia.
I don't really know it. I've only found out about it not so long ago. So I've not seen any videos apart from a couple.
She's really dangerous. She needs to be off the rack.
I can't help but with the 8 and the 4-year-old, you know, she was 8 years old herself. I feel it's, you know, we all put things up in different places, but I don't know if that was sexual. But with the 14-year-old, I don't know.
Seriously, 4-year-olds do not know that stuff, right? They do not. And when she was saying about, oh, I didn't know because when I was 18 and I was a V and all that lot, but earlier on in the conversation,
that's nothing.
Her parents did this and that and that and that when she was 8. So she contradicted herself because she was put through stuff she said she shouldn't have been put through at her age. But and then she's saying she wasn't put through that
stuff. No point attacking her, you know what I mean? You're not going to get anything out of someone if you know, then Connor came and she left. I knew that would happen. Probably we should have just asked some questions, you know, no videos.
Can I just interrupt here? There is a lot of solid evidence that's gone in from the Australian, and Tony has a lot of evidence. I actually have all of her accounts here. Ashlea, Erin, Clayton, Roblox usernames, Pop-Tart200, IXIE, Dust13. If you have not researched this, Angie, I am absolutely disgusted in you for letting somebody on here for 3 hours.
Listen, I would have had her for another 2 hours. It's none of your goddamn fucking business.
It is because you are letting somebody 18-year-old, an 18-year-old had sex with a 14-year-old, and you let her up here to manipulate and trigger people.
I have a say. Yes, I will for her to explain. Because I tell you what, Manic is bullshit. You don't know anybody unless they see explain.
She has manipulated.
I'm talking. Yeah, the whole problem with TikTok is you want to just attack everybody, and they don't get to have their say. They don't get to explain their side of the story.
If
there's a side of the story, yeah, they don't get to explain it all. This is why I said it.
She gets to have her.
But no, you don't. You just want to attack everybody, and they don't get to explain their story where you can actually have an opinion on them.
Can I just say something real quick?
Do you think the police, in a police interview, they start attacking someone? No. What they do is they ask question after question to get information out of them. And then you can have an opinion on that person. You know what I mean? The police don't fucking just attack someone and say, okay,
she knew she was
not going to be arrested. No, they don't.
And can I just say, you've already found
somebody 3 hours on your platform.
Yeah, and I would have on another 5 hours. What's that to do with you? Get off my life.
She's from the other side anyways, isn't she? I'm sure she's going to come in and say shit anyways.
Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, with the police, right, do you think that police, when they interview someone, they actually attack someone? No, they ask questions after questions, right, to get information. Why they've done that, why, you know what I mean? You've all gone in like a fucking pack of wolves. And you've got no, have you got any information from the woman, the horse of the mouth, whatever that saying goes? No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because you just want to attack. Now what happens is she drops out. And that's exactly what happened, because you went on the attack, she dropped out. And with all these questions that you've all got, right, for this woman, whether she's telling the truth or not, that'll be up to you, whether you to decide. But we can't do that, because she dropped out, because you were attacked.
And can I just state as well, while there's 1.5 Clayton here, so why is it, so it's okay for Tony to have that woman on, but why isn't it alright for Angie to have her in her life when, what's the difference?
Exactly.
Hypocrites, man.
agree with the women.
And none of them are hypocrites.
I don't think it matters like how long she'd been up here. The fact is she admitted it, and the fact that she is so dangerous.
The thing is, right, whoever is that Rena that said it, I'm one of those that I'll ask questions. I'm not like a fucking pack of wolves here and just go and attack someone, because you're not going to get anywhere. What you're going to get is her jumping out the box, and you've got all these questions you want to ask. Whether, yeah, she might lie about it, but, you know, she might, you know, and that's up to you to work out whether she's lying or not. Do you know what I mean? But we need to ask, everyone's got all these questions. That's why there's so many people waiting for the box. But you got no answers, because she got attacked and she left.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And I understand what you're saying. And you know, it's kind of sweet talking, so that she'll come out with stuff. But I think she really tried to get sympathy from you, and I think that's a lot of frustration.
People told me what she said. Yeah, there's no solid evidence of her doing anything. It's all what she said on TikTok. I've got information what she said about the 4 year when she was 8 years old, when she was 14 years old. She told me the whole story. I got it from the fucking horse's mouth. Menopause, fuck right off, okay? Because I got it from the horse's mouth. I don't need to get it from you, Menopause. I don't need to get it from Tony. I don't need to get it from anyone. I got it from the horse's mouth, and that was herself, okay? So I don't need to do research, okay?
I'll just say quickly, like, this live has also proven she is a walking contradiction. Like, do you know what I mean? I know you don't agree with her, and the things she said, the things she's done. We all know all of that. No one is sticking up for the bloody woman. Who was asking her questions.
Yeah.
And every question you asked, actually, I think out of the whole lot of questions that was asked,
I'm sorry, but with all due respect, us Australians, we've been going through with this girl for over a year. She has admitted that she has done it. She's been to an adult prison for this for over a year.
That's not what she
She's
said.
No, there is proof, 100% proof. She's on Roblox. She messages kids, and then she tries to say today that she was that she's not. So they were asking her to pull up her messages, and she was sitting there deleting them. This girl, she gets on TikTok because she wants the attention. She thrives off the attention, and then she goes and does stuff to herself after, because that's how much she loves the attention she gets from everyone. I'm sorry, but we've been through this with her for God knows how long. She is 100% has done it. She is dangerous. She needs to go, but people also need to stop giving her attention because she gets off on it. She absolutely gets off on it.
I want to create an awareness about it, though.
Because now she's going on to all these UK people's things, and they're getting her to say her story over and over again, and every time she does a story, she's getting off on it again. And then she goes and does unspeakable stuff to herself after. She has said that over and over. There are screen recordings.
Can I ask you, do you have solid evidence that she is what you're saying she is? And I'm not just saying she said it. I'm not talking about because she said it.
She's been to prison. You can look it up yourself.
Oh, she said she went to prison for something else. What did she go to prison for?
No, she went to prison for what she did to that boy. And that boy
She said she went to prison for something else.
She's telling people.
Changes her stories all the time.
She knew he was 14. Come on now. She 100% she knew.
Yeah,
So,
she said
Julie,
to that
can I just
14,
ask?
15-year-old, to Tony, she said, I was introduced to him with his age and everything, but then today said, oh, I had no idea how old he was. Like, her story changes on everybody's lives.
I just wanted to ask, what gives that woman the right to message children and get into their minds?
Mary, look, this is what I'm saying. Some people are saying she went to prison for attacking her carers, not for that boy.
No, she went to jail for what she did to the boy.
You got evidence.
She was 100% convicted as an adult. She was found mentally capable. There is no excuse for it. There is nothing.
Yeah, but have you got evidence? Because some people are saying you're lying. So do you have evidence that she went to jail?
Lying. How am I lying?
Julie, is there like a news report or anything about like being sent to prison, like because of that? Like
you can go on the court website and just Google her name, and all her history will come up because she was over the age of 18.
What's her name, Julie? Just so I can check. Have a look.
If she was lying, she wouldn't.
Yeah,
Well,
she
wouldn't
was
be quiet. Just don't see what.
She was
basically.
Oh, it's frustrating because this is where it is. She goes to UK. She's trying to plead her case.
Can I just say what I've got to say, please?
That's not a woman that's lying. You can see that she is true. She has no remorse for what she's done.
She doesn't care. She gets off.
Tony's showing evidence that she's admitting. That's not solid evidence. Someone admitting something is not solid evidence. You need solid evidence.
She went to jail.
Do you know something, right? All I'm saying
Julie,
somebody like that girl who was up earlier. Can I just say my piece, please, and then I'm going to go?
Why?
Can I just say my piece, please, and then I'm going to go? In my eyes, that girl is a compulsive liar. Julie, can I just say my say, please, and then I'm going to go, because everyone keeps talking of everybody. I need everybody. All I'm saying is, right, what gives that woman the right to message our kids? What gives her the right to go onto children's apps? And why has this not been brought to the attention of the police beforehand? Why has it gone on for as long as it has? And secondly,
because
that woman is a compulsive liar. You can see, I can see straight through her. In my eyes, and within regards to that child, with all due respect, I'm not being funny, right? I've got 8 kids, I've got 8 boys, and my kids have put things up their noses, they've put things in their ears, in their mouth, but never once has any time at all has my kids ever gone to put anything up their backside. And in my eyes, that was sexual intent. And I don't care what anybody says.
Can I just say something real quick? The reason
I don't know
that
if Audrey thinks is still in here, but
There's
she
no
would
way
be a
in
good
a
one to
million
keep in the
years
box.
an 8-year-old child is going to put something up a child's backside for no reason. I'm sorry. They ain't going to.
Well,
There's a piece of string here. I'm going to put it on my backside. I'm sorry, but no, I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry.
the reason.
Angie.
Yeah.
I'll speak the truth.
Apparently that Queen C is in the chat, like a mod who said
Does
that
she want to
it's...
come in the box?
I'll jump out so she can get in, but yeah, sorry, mate, but you're wrong. She absolutely did it, and she's disgusting bottom feeding slime ball.
Julie, do you mind just sending me like her name or like a link just so I can look it up and then send it to Ange, like the court report?
I'm just livid that I don't get to ask her the question that I wanted to ask her. I would have been calm in that, but at the end of the day, be somebody like that girl. You can say that she's got some kind of vulnerability, but she uses that to her advantage. And
I'll get out and let Sky in because
she uses that to her advantage, because if she can come on an app and she can say the things that she's saying, have a conversation, she can do.
Can I just quickly ask Mary Lou to Julie, can you send me a link if you don't mind, like just so I can look it up?
She came on and she was talking very slowly and she was talking, you know, as if she was vulnerable. Then I noticed the pattern in her voice.
Right.
And it changed. I'm sorry, she didn't sound vulnerable.
See, some people were saying, Bennett, she went to prison, yeah, for attacking her carer. Not
She
for,
did.
Not
It
for,
was her carer.
this woman that came on, this Australian woman, said she went to prison for the boy, but she said she never went to prison for that. So
You notice how what's his name, Cody, or what's the dude came up that got in the big box?
Connor.
Yeah, you know how Connor came up and he started exposing her, how she left?
Mm-hmm.
See, that exactly. She's got something to hide. She doesn't want to hear it.
Julie showed the messages to Tony the other night. As soon as it came to that, she kept disappearing offline.
Can everyone follow me and send all the proof you have so that I don't... So I've got, like, as much as I need just to show the police, like, what's going on?
Then will you definitely do an update on what happened?
If you want to let her in.
What's that?
Bennett, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bennett, apparently there's loads of stuff on Reddit about her as well, so maybe check that
what's
out.
her name again? I've got a name, for God's sake. What's Ashley? If you're listening, come back, jump it back in the box. Because I want to ask you a question about the prison, the sentence. And because apparently someone came on here and said that you're into prison for the boy and not for the carer.
She's in the chat, Andrew was with her earlier, that Quincy. I don't know why she won't come up and have her say. She must think that people are going to have a go at her. They just want to know why.
If you want to come up, Quincy, I can kick people out. So, so you can
I just wanted to ask her why she said what she said earlier about with regards to young kids, teenage boys and everything, which I think was absolutely
say, no one's going to attack her. She's quite happy to come up.
Angie, and everyone can agree with me on this one. In America or even in Australia, if you're threatening to bomb someone or kill someone and they feel threatened by that, the police have to act on it.
Yeah.
They have to act on it. They're there to protect you, to protect their country. That's their job. That's what they do. So if I feel like someone is in danger, I as an Australian, should be able to go to the police station and they should be able to act on it.
Exactly. I do believe that she is. I do believe that she's a professional victim. I believe that the girl is an attention seeker. And I also think she deflects a lot. You know, when she's questioned, she answers it back with a question. But did you notice, Angie, her voice change? How she wasn't as vulnerable as she was from the start.
Can I just say this is Angie isn't defending... Angie isn't defending this person, she's just basically going around the facts and questioning her. Angie, there's somebody called Sky that's apparently known that.
Someone's going to have to jump out though for me to
before you drop me. Look, Bennett, good on you, knock yourself out, do what you need to do.
Appreciate that.
There's a couple of things I really like to point out to you. She mentioned the word respite. She mentioned the word Alambi. I looked up Alambi. It's part of the National Disability Insurance Scheme. So I just want you to bear in mind that she's obviously got some sort of disability, whether it's physical or mental, we don't know. So before you start going nuts, just keep that in mind. There's obviously
I believe she's got a disability, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you can tell a kid with Down syndrome apart from a normal person, all right? And I know you can agree with me. Now, it doesn't matter what disability she's got. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to go to the extreme. I understand where you're coming from, but she doesn't deserve to be in this world. If she's going to be even just joking about it, it's so fucked. It makes me so angry. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Honestly, you hate me, you disagree, it's up to you, but,
Sorry, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
So I just, first of all, I wanted to just say thank you to all the UK viewers, because I know that you guys have only really just found out the last few days, and I just wanted to say thank you for raising so much awareness towards everything that's going on, because it's really helping everyone out in Australia. I also just wanted to say that when she was saying that her phone's dying and she was, getting flustered where all the evidence was shown, that's another lie, because on her bed her charger's right there, so she's got 2 phones and a tablet, So as soon as anything's shown, like any evidence or anything, she'll just freak out. She'll even rage quit.
Which is even more proof.
Yeah. But there's just so much more to it. There's a lot of abusive things that she's done. I've known of her for 8 years, like on Facebook. Since I was 16, I've known of her. She used to just be like a meme on Facebook, like people just thought she was stupid. But then she started, like her carers would start coming out about the abuse that she's done to them. And then only recently, the last 2 years, I've seen her on here again talking about what she's been doing to kids, and she's constantly talking about it even if she's not asked, so she clearly enjoys talking about it. So don't ever think for a minute that she's a victim. She'll play victim and be manipulative,
100%.
but yeah, she's well aware of what she's done, and she can't blame mental health or disability.
She plays at being the professional victim, doesn't she?
Well, me, poor me, is all it is with her.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask the Aussies, is she on some type of register that we get in the UK, you know, if you do stuff with children then you put on a register here. Is she on that over in Australia or wherever she is? Because if people are saying, a follow-up question, because if people are saying that she's been done for having S with a child, wouldn't she be put on that automatically after?
I'm not 100% sure with that, but even if she, I feel like Australia is a very law kind of country, where in America you can just walk in a fucking Walmart and get a gun, where over here we've got like strict laws. So even if there was, I don't feel like they'd like put it to the public. I feel like that'd be only for the police to know and keep track of it. But I could be wrong, so I'm not 100% sure with that.
But yeah, it's not really a well-known thing. Like, it's not like she's on the news or anything. It's just people online know of her.
Yeah, I mean, some things, people get killed all the time, you know, and it's not on the news all the time, you know, so some things don't make it to the news, some things do.
There's normally something like that is done, and you're kicking off about it, obviously, rightfully so. But I thought, like in the UK, you probably put on a register or something so people can obviously know and find out.
Well, in the police department system, I'm definitely want to hope or assume that they have one, but I don't think it'd be announced to the public.
Have there been newspaper articles about it?
If you're all over the news, then the police would be definitely all over it.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if it's been in the local paper, or...
People have been advocating for it, but yeah,
if she was on the paper, we'd fucking hear about it.
Right.
Doesn't seem like you have one then. So we don't have a public one. As far as I know, we don't have one, but I think it's nothing like, was it America? You can go on a website and they'll show you the one that lives next door or something.
Yeah, in America, they'll even show you on the map where they live.
I want to shout. Yeah. Right, first thing first, because I want to leave the fucking box. Secondly, check your children's devices.
Yeah.
So these wrong ones don't get on there. Thirdly, she's a gaslighter. She talks shit. Her story changes every 30 seconds. We've all seen it in this live. There will be videos out there on it. And
I'm just not siding with her at all. But you can see from her face and her facial expressions and her way she sounds, she's trying to make it up on the spot.
And then she stops and starts, and then there was one time in that whole conversation she told the truth. If you know about that sort of stuff, you will know it.
All I'll say is that all this new attention that she's getting from all the UK viewers, she's loving it because she can try to change her story. So anything that she says, I'm not saying not to listen to her side. If you like, you obviously can, but she's twisting a lot of things. And if you want to fact check, just go to any of the Australian TikTokers, especially Crystal and Ray. They know pretty much the whole story, but she's going to try to manipulate all you guys pretty much, so just be aware.
I also want to come off from where Ding was from.
I'm leaving.
Ding. Yes, can you just stay a minute? I also want to just say, about what Dean has said about check your children's devices. I also want you to talk to your children about stuff like this. You know, you don't have to go into graphic detail because most abuse happens in families.
Exactly, and it's just educating your children.
It's educating them. It wouldn't have happened to me if it had been talking about.
Right and wrong.
I thought it was normal.
I'm not even just I spoke to my 11-year-old brother about it the other day, and I just said, just be careful you talk.
Right, so you know, I've got the court papers here, but it doesn't specify why she went to court, why she went to jail, sorry. Jail paper, yeah, when she was released.
So, but she has gone to jail.
She has gone to jail, but doesn't say before.
Surely this is adding up there, Angie. I mean, she says she's done this. She's been to jail. She's continuing to do it. She laughs about it. She switches her stories all the time. At that point, you can't just say that she hasn't done it. She 100% is. She's the
She has been to jail. She was only in for 2 months. And I've heard the same story about 3 times. So I think the truth is that she did assault one of her.
It says date received into custody 8th of March 2018. Date released from custody 8th of May 2018.
Yeah, 2 months.
So it doesn't state why she went to jail. She said it was with a carer.
She was I don't know if anyone remembers, but she was gaslighting me not long ago when Angie was asking her, did she know that the boy was 14? I was asking Angie if she knew if he was 14 and does she know him. She was saying, oh, I don't know him. And then she said, and then when, who was it that came up? Someone came up in here and said, no, she does know him. And then that's when I said, oh, so you do know him. And she goes, yeah. And then, you know, you can tell the difference between a 14-year-old and me. You know, there's a big difference. Puberty, just the way they talk because their brain isn't fully developed. You know, like...
The thing is, someone's recorded his whole life, right? There was one, I can't remember what it was, right? Where she got really passionate. It's like, no, that didn't, you know, blah, 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 blah. Everything else she bullshitted. Everything else she took deep breaths, cried, whatever she was doing. Like I said, if you can get the live, watch it back, you'll understand she's full of fucking shit. She's trying to gaslight everybody. She's trying to be like, saying things what 4-year-olds wouldn't do. You know, yes, an 8-year-old will put some cup their nose, but a 4-year-old does not fucking look at putting sorry for my swearing, but I think this really makes me passionate. They do not put things in places they should not.
No.
I also just want to add quickly that she's still trying to play, you know, that she's innocent, but just tonight she had a 15-year-old in her live, and 2 weeks ago she had another 15-year-old, a different one, and the 15-year-old was saying that they're best friends and they talk all the time. So she's clearly not changing.
You know what I think is more to it? I think maybe it's something to her parents. I think there's something she don't want to say, but...
And when you ask her that, and so did Bennett, you've asked her that for so many times, she did not say anything.
Yeah, she's not reading.
Every time she did ask you, she went, oh yeah, but this happened.
I wouldn't even tell her age, Angie.
Honestly...
When she was asked her age several times and she wouldn't even answer that question.
Honestly, as a victim, she's trying to play the victim and then making her story up as she goes. I'm going to drop before I get banned.
So if she went to prison for 2 months, that wouldn't have been for SA.
She's full of shit. Not you, Ange. This bad. She is a fucking narcissist. She is everything you can imagine. Please do not believe her bullshit.
I don't believe this, but does anyone think that she's actually done this and now she's acting mental? Because I know that with mental people, they get special requirements where they end up getting taken out of jail and put in another area and like whatever it is, you know, like...
Completely tapped in her head, to be quite honest with you, Bennett.
Yeah, but
it wouldn't surprise me if this is all just an act.
Professional people will go through that act.
Bennett, before
I'm not talking about what she did. I'm talking about her acting as like saying she's got a disability. Is she acting about that? Like, is she just joking about that?
I don't know. Bennett, I followed you, sweetheart. Can you follow me back so I can be on your live when you do, get the...
Oh, yeah, me? What's your name?
Cheryl.
Oh, yeah, I just followed you just saying Cheryl.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to drop...
When we're in. Yep, for sure.
Because it's just disturbing, the whole lot of it. But I will say that because there is another live going on, like Angie or don't like Angie, yeah, she wants the facts. You know what I mean? You have got to have all the facts. So anyone who's got any information, pass it on to Angie so that she can see it, please. And I'm going to drop and love to you all, guys. Stay safe.
Bye, Cheryl.
All I can say.
See you later, Cheryl.
I feel like this is going to be as fuel as to Angie trying to protect wrong uns again. But this is not. You're just trying to get the facts.
Yeah, well, people say what they want. I don't really care. There's no evidence. Only evidence of her saying it out of her mouth. That's not evidence.
Well, like I've said multiple times, I don't believe anything unless I see proof. But there's been enough videos to go around, and when it's talking about children, no right person does that. That's enough proof for me. That's the only time it's acceptable what I will believe.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think it's odd that anyone talks about kids, even if it was an act. You know what I mean? It's not big.
Hi. She went to jail for her carer and burning property. So that's what she went to jail for. She has not been done for the child pornography or anything like that as yet.
Right. Nice to meet you.
Hiya, I just wanted to jump up and say that in the UK we do have a database for peddlers. It's called the UK database, and if you Google it, you can Google all of the convicted peddlers in your area. And the other thing I wanted to say as well is if anybody wanted to watch the lives of this woman that we're talking about, all of the full lives are on the Observer YouTube account. I have watched through some of them and it's quite shocking. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. If you want to drop me down now, please. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Nova. Queen C, now do you want me to drop people from the box, Queen C? Or are you happy?
I mean, I'm happy as long as it doesn't turn into a witch hunt. Because I know how these lives can get, and I don't want people to start attacking me.
I'm going to give you a
It's already happened. It's already happening.
No, I just don't want
You've
you
been
to
up
blame it
here
on
for
children.
hours,
Just
bro.
don't blame it on
This is exactly
children.
what I mean. I didn't ever blame it on children. You don't have any facts. No, I didn't. No,
yes,
I
you did.
did not.
You said a 14-year-old.
What did I say? Okay, Bennett.
Guys, listen,
Repeat to me exactly what I
I
said.
haven't actually heard what Queen C has said there. Can I just
can you hear what Queen C has to say?
No one actually has any proof that I said that these kids deserved it. I never once said that. I said that 14-year-olds these days, we all know from being in school ourselves, I did sex education at about 11, 12 years old in high school, right? There's so many underage sex happening and underage pregnancies, and sometimes it do be with 15-year-olds and then 18-year-olds and 14-year-olds and 17-year-olds. And no one can tell me different because it's been happening for decades. A woman came into the box earlier and actually said, I met my husband when I was 14 and he was 17. But, he didn't go to jail for it because it's not seen as that. Now, from that picture that someone put up earlier, the video that she put out, it said there that even then she was coerced by people. Now, I have worked in social care for 8 years of my life, and I have worked with people with severe learning disabilities as well as mental health issues. Now, when you have both, it is very, very... in my life in this care system, yeah. And can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying, please? Can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, Kim. Of course.
It's just you.
Yeah, no one's talking.
Okay, so I thought someone was. I think my
You keep muting
Oh,
them.
I'm
Muting.
glitching. I'm going to come back. I'm glitching.
Why is she even bringing up children? What
was her point? I don't get it.
She now she's bringing up, oh, now they've gone through sex education, you know, they should know better. She's a fucking adult.
Yeah, can I just say it because that's what
It's
really
like
got me
she's
about.
excusing it.
She just gaslighted me, that's not even what I was saying.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what really got me rattled this morning because, not the exact words, but it was something along the lines of kids very sexualised, even at that age. That 14-year-old knew exactly what he was doing, and basically, like, he is partly, well, he is to blame as well at the same time, when I think that's just totally wrong, like what you said, and, like, I'm still shocked by it. Like,
Do you know, it's baffled me. It's like, where do you draw the line?
Until you're a certain age, it's considered grape.
Exactly.
And to know that she's worked in social care and with vulnerable adults is just, I'm mortified, honestly.
I know, that's what I was just thinking when she said. I was like, what?
She hasn't worked in social care with senior adults. Where did that one come from?
No, not Ashlea, like that Queen C on Maud, like a friend.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, so basically this, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sorry, my iPad was playing up. I just wanted to say, good on you, Bennett, for sitting in here for so long for us Aussies. And
appreciate you.
That have stepped up because we have been trying to do this for so long. First off,
so long.
Oh my God, it's been ridiculous. We've just Adam.
Someone's got to say it.
Yeah. Did you guys notice earlier she was saying that when the 14-year-old and her obviously had relations, she was a virgin. But prior to that, when everyone was questioning her and Angie brought up whether she'd have been abused, she mentioned that she was 15 and she was doing things with 40-year-olds. And she also mentioned that she was SA'd when she was in respite. So there's another.
That's right.
She constantly does this. Her stories change. She never sticks to the same story. If you go back on videos of her over the last year, you can pull lies. Every time she tells a story, she adds more glitter. She brings in new things that have happened. If someone pushes her into a corner, she rage quits. She says her phone's dying, her tablet's dead, she smashed something. It's the same thing every time. That's why we weren't surprised when she did that to you before, Angie. When Connor came in and pushed her into a corner, oh, my phone's on 2%. She has a charger on her bed. She got caught last night with Tony. We all saw a second phone on her bed. Right, and so there was no phone.
She's got 2 phones, she's got 2 tablets.
Absolutely.
Ready to go at all times. This is what she does to entertain herself and to get clout on TikTok as well. She's been doing it for over 6 years. This is what she constantly does. No one's going to work her out, and if we did work her out, that would be one scary thing.
Look how long it took her to go across and get the iPad last night.
Guys, can we hear from Queen C, please? Can everyone just mute so we can hear from Queen C? Hi, Queen C.
Hi, sorry, I kept hearing myself back, so I had to leave and come back. But can I just say before I finish off, everyone in the comments saying I'm just as bad and I shouldn't be a carer, you're fucking wrong, because I haven't even finished what I've said. So I actually have a degree in caring, so I know a lot about mental health and learning disabilities. I've actually had to take care of people who have said that they're going to rape people and they're going to kill people.
When you say sometimes you get banana, Joe.
Oh, sorry, but I've worked with people that have severe learning disabilities and mental health that need 24-hour carers, just like Ashlea. Now, I'm not saying what she's done is right. I'm not condoning anything. I haven't laughed with her. I was laughing because I was calling Tony and his gang the fucking Power Rangers, because you all take a little bit of hearsay and you fucking run with it. She has explained many of times in many lives what happened with the 4-year-old and the 14-year-old. Now, as I was saying earlier, you all saying that 14-year-olds aren't aware of what they're doing. Yes, they are. A lot of 14-year-olds are very well aware of what sex is, hence why they have sex and then end up with kids, okay? And I know that because my mum back when I was born, she was only 16 and had sex at 15. So underage sex do be happening. Now, you're all attacking her when she has severe... She has 24-hour carers for a reason. And if she's saying she lied about being into kids... I've seen that video where she said, yeah, I'm into children. The way she said it was very sarcastic and like, you know, oh yeah, ha ha ha. But I know it's not funny, but I'm just saying, like, if you really look at the video and how she's saying it, it's not a serious confession. Do you know what I mean? What happened with her as a 4-year-old, that 4-year-old, as Angie stated, kids do be putting things where they shouldn't. No one can say they can't, because kids, that's when they're interested in everything. So, you know, it wasn't a sexual way. They were playing with a toy and whatever. You all heard what she said.
So can I ask you a question, Queen?
You've all got the only two things you've got right is the fact she's got Roblox. No one has actual proof that she's messaged anyone on Roblox. I've seen no messages personally. And then the 14-year-old situation, she's explained that, and to me, I don't think that is her being a peddler. I'm sorry, I believe her. She was coerced, and people with learning disabilities can be coerced. Did anyone see about that girl with learning disabilities that got beaten by her supposed friends and then they ended up killing her? But she still trusted them and loved them. This is what people with learning disabilities are like. When they get lonely, they do be saying some crazy, stupid shit to get attention. And we all know this because there's people on this app that lie about SA all the time and this, that and the other. So I think you all just need to take a step back from a bigger picture and stop thinking.
This 14-year-old had capacity.
No one knows. That's what I mean. No one has any actual evidence or facts or nothing.
Can I just ask you a question, Queen? As a carer,
I'm kicking you out because you're all going to overtalk each other now. Can I just ask you a quick question, Quincy? When I went in and had a, was viewing you were laughing, saying it's a child's fault.
I didn't say it was a child's fault. I just said that.
You just said that they should know because they know what sex is. You just said that, right?
But they don't know what sex is. So you're telling me that
children know what sex is. Some children know what sex is. I agree. But it doesn't give them a right, a right to be doing that with a child, because that's a child.
Right, but like she explained, she didn't know how old they actually were until after, because they both lied about their age. Now,
why is it always after people find out their age? Why not before?
Because like I've explained, people with learning disabilities do get fucking taken advantage of. Because they want friends, they'll do whatever their friends want to do. And that's how I'm seeing it. That she was coerced into this situation. She even said she didn't want to do it. So why is no one seeing that she didn't want to do it, and these three people, one who was of fucking consenting adult, whatever, you know, why are all them not being penalised?
Can I just ask? The story she gave on Tony's live, she said she was aware of the person's age, the 14-year-old.
One sec, I want to kick someone out because Tony's in the live. Does anybody want to just join?
She doesn't. People with learning disabilities and severe mental health, people I've worked with that say these stupid fucked up things, some of them actually are into children, and it's not because that's what they like, it's because of their mental health and their she has 24 hours carers, guys. She's not out in the public on her own. She has 24-hour carers for a reason.
I'm sorry, but that's not it. That's not
it. Saying a 14-year-old then.
Well, Tony have this though.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got to be very, very careful here on what I do say. Queen C, very, very disturbing. You trying to defend that behaviour. Yeah, wrong is wrong. That girl fully knows exactly what she's doing. She has young children as mods still to this day. This is ongoing from such a young age. She poses a massive risk to people. I've been sent screen recordings from your live, you coming at me. Don't even know who you are until today. But you personally, you as far as I'm concerned, if you've got children or anyone around you and you're condoning that behaviour, you really...
I'm not condoning it. I'm just seeing it from a carer's point of view.
We had 3 carers in there. I've got to be careful here because this really does really get to me, yeah? You, I don't know what you do. You just said you're a carer. We had loads of people in here the other night. I don't know if you've listened to every single recording, yeah? I
was in that same live. And I've been watching for the last few days. I'm not justifying it, I'm just seeing it from a carer's point of view.
People have no need to look at it
what
from
I
any
have
other angle.
personally witnessed as a carer, people saying that they're into children, but we still have to care for them. We still have to care for them, Tony. I have been physically abused by people with learning disabilities and mental health.
Can I speak for a minute? Sorry, I'm going to jump out of the box afterwards, yeah? If you were going around trying to say that if you have this, that, the other, you're allowed to go around and do whatever you want.
I didn't say it, but where did I say it was okay? I didn't
can I just clarify?
I just said
Queen.
As carers for a reason, and as a carer, I've had to witness and hear a lot of fucked up, disturbing shit. But as a carer, we're very limited to what we can do. Yes, when they attack us, we can then phone the police. But other than that, there's not a lot we can do because of their disability.
And she's been to jail for it. She's already done jail for attacking.
She didn't go to jail for that, Tony. She went to jail for beating her carers.
I just said that. She already attacked. That's what I just said.
Why is everyone saying it's because of what she did to the 14-year-old? That's what I don't understand.
That's what. But listen, what she has already admitted it. She has admitted to what she done to the 4-year-old. She has admitted.
She didn't do anything to him. As Angie said, it wasn't in a sexual way. She was 8-year-old, for God's sakes.
Okay.
Do you really think an 8-year-old knows what they're doing at that age?
Okay. So
do you trying to hold that against her?
Do you think that is a wronging? Queen C, that is a wronging.
You can't answer what I'm saying. You lot don't answer our questions though. You're not answering my question. You're not answering my question. Answer my question, Tony. Answer my question. Answer my question. Do you really think an 8-year-old can be a peddler? But do you really think? I'm not defending her, but you're all jumping on a bandwagon of no. You have no.
You're in the wrong job. You are in the wrong job.
I said I was a carer for 8 years.
So I can never see it.
One at a time. Go 1 sec, Queen C. One at a time.
Queen C. What you were trying to do on an app with 1,800 people, while we are trying to spread awareness on her and help the people in Australia, spread awareness on her, you are trying to justify that behaviour. Awareness needs to be spread on this person. This person continues to do certain things to this day, which you probably don't even have a clue about, and what you are doing is justifying that behaviour. You should be ashamed of yourself, and that wronging needs off the app along with the rest of the wrongings that's posing a risk, not just on this app, but on roadblocks, on the PlayStation networks. I'd recommend anyone in here to check your children's devices because these wrongings are floating about it left, right and centre. So Queen C, I've got nothing else to say to you. You want to enable her behaviour?
And now you're going to run off and not let me reply.
I don't want to say
you're going to run off and not let me reply.
Why are you saying
he's going to run off? He's going to run off and not let me reply now. This is
he's right. He's right.
He's not right. He's not right. It's his opinion.
It's not right about blaming me.
It's not right.
Can I just say something? Because I've been trying to say something for a while, Queen. So you're basically, can I just clarify? You're basically saying that 14-year-old coerced her into doing that. Is that what you're actually saying? Because she's got mental health.
I'm saying that with 2 other people, I'm not saying it's impossible, no. I'm saying that no one actually knows the fucking truth. So why can you all, not just back the fuck off when no one
he coerced her, so you're basically talking about a child that's unalive.
She said he coerced her.
Word for it.
Did she not say?
Her word for it.
I'm sorry, but did anyone else hear?
Child coerced an 18-year-old into doing that.
This is why I didn't want to get clear if you fucking shut up.
Don't work with children. Not just say something. For God's sake,
now I'm a peddler, yeah? I'm now a peddler. It's fucking bullshit, man. Look, none of you know the actual truth, and all I'm saying is everything else all based on opinions and videos that she has posted herself. There's no physical evidence from kids or anything else that she is a peddler. She's not on no register, and if you've all been going at it for 6 years, I'm sure the police would have done something by now. She has been contacted by the police about it, like she's been told, but she doesn't want to go into fucking detail about it, and she doesn't have to prove it.
You said her learning disability.
Yeah, I've worked with
factor in it,
many
and that is absolute bullshit.
people with learning disabilities don't have the same capacity. If your capacity as a normal person their age,
If what you're saying is right,
bollocks. Sorry,
if what you're saying is right, and you believe what you're saying, have you got proof? Have you got proof to prove?
Have you got proof?
I'm asking.
Have you got proof of what you're saying though?
I don't need proof. She's done everything.
Screen up then. Get the green
Everyone's talking over to you with their guns.
Sorry, I'm going to mute
all this proof.
No, that's fine. You're okay, Ding. We won the weapons.
I'm a severely disabled child.
Oh my god.
I guess there's more proof of her saying stuff than there is that she hasn't done.
Out your ass.
A lot of people
You were literally
with
talking out your
severe
ass.
Can I just fucking finish what I'm saying, please? Fuck's sake. Like a bunch of witches, man. Chill. People with learning difficulties, their cognitive brain function is not the same as someone of that actual age, right? Right. Okay, let me finish what I'm saying. You have one child. I have
fucking essay.
Oh, do you know what? Fuck the lot of you. You're all just a bunch of fucking
Quincy, let Quincy
She's not a fucking peddler. You have no physical evidence from anyone that she's a peddler apart from what video she has released.
Let me just correct you. Let me correct you on a couple of things. There is no register in Australia. There is no.
Okay, but the police
and the person is not here no longer. They unalived themselves over what happened. So get yourself.
No, it wasn't over what happened. You have no proof of that. You have no proof it's over what happened.
She said it herself. Have you watched that video?
Yeah, but what she's saying is lies. She has admitted it was all lies. She's doing this all for attention. You're all doing exactly what she wants. You're all doing exactly what she wants. You're all giving her the attention.
Every single bit. For anyone that doesn't know of or seen all the videos at 10 o'clock tonight or 10:30, I will hold a proper live feed. There is no register in Australia. Do you understand? She counter reports everything.
But she has been pulled up by the police on it. Now, if she was a peddler,
have you seen that? Have you seen the proof on that? Have you seen the proof on that, Quincy?
Where's all your proof? You're all saying
he said,
she said. It's all he said, she said. It's all he said, she said.
Where's your proof?
It's come from the horse's mouth, just like you lot.
Okay, right. Well, so you believe that, but you don't believe what
so much shit. How do you know what to believe? She said so much fucked up shit.
Exactly, and she needs off the app. She supposes a real.
She doesn't.
Anybody?
Can I ask you something? Guys, can I just ask her? Tony, what?
Tony, you ain't the fucking boss at TikTok.
Just as bad.
TikTok
That's my question.
Power Ranger number one.
I want to know why Tony said I'm just as bad. Well, how am I just as bad?
It's the same as me. Apparently, I'm a peddler because I'm trying to see it from a different perspective.
I'll tell you, let's hear that.
It's can you hear me?
Yes, did Tony say that about me? I just want to know.
No, he was talking to Quincy.
Can everyone move, guys, because everyone's talking over each other. One second, let me put Tony back on the box. Here he is, he's here.
The last coming into this house, at 10:30 tonight, I will clear absolutely everything. Everything.
Is it 10? Is it 10 or 10:30, Tony?
About 10:30. Depends on what time I'm on the motorway and what time I'm off the motorway. Yeah. So I'm trying. It's either going to be between 10 or 10:30. Yeah. All right. I said to Queen C, trying to justify.
I'm not justifying, I'm seeing it from a different perspective.
There's no point me being in here when I'm just being spoken over.
One sec, Quincy, just let him have a say then.
Me trying to explain something here, yeah? All of that stuff is there, yeah? All of that proof is there. There is separate recordings that you haven't heard. There is separate messages that you haven't seen. There is stuff there. And when it's all sent over across to us properly later on, I will play the whole lot. And then you can make up your opinions. I've already made up my opinions because I've seen 90%. I've seen enough. I've seen enough to know exactly what's what. But if people are when you're trying to spread awareness, if people like Queen C is trying to give excuses as to that 14-year-old has came onto her, and that gives justification to that, men and women around the country can do whatever they want with young kids and use that as an excuse. That is what's frustrating me, yeah? All right, that is what's frustrating me. I said to Queen C, I don't agree with what she is saying. That is not right. It's not right what she is saying. I didn't name anything else or anyone else in the boxes. That is what I was saying. If you were trying to justify that, imagine a man standing up in court and saying, okay, he's a certain age, she's 14, but hang on, she came on to me. Does that make it okay? No, it does not. No, it does not.
But Tony, why am I just as bad?
No one said you were just as bad. I was arguing with Queen C for defending. That's what I said. If you're accepting it or trying to justify this behaviour, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with
I'm not defending. I'm just saying there's no physical evidence or proof that says that she is a peddler. There's no physical evidence.
Okay.
There is though.
It's all he say, she say, and fucking screenshots.
Listen,
no, Tony, you ain't a fucking police officer. You ain't no police officer, so chill out, Tony, yeah? Just chill out, mate.
I'm a TikTok Power Ranger.
Power Ranger. Go, Power Rangers.
You are a peddler enabler.
You have no proof. You ain't a police officer, Tony. You ain't the police. You ain't the police. This is all just fucking TikTok drama. There is no evidence.
You were on here
Show us the police reports then, Tony. Show us the police reports.
Why don't you let Tony speak, man?
No, I've heard enough.
You really do.
If you're not willing to listen, can you just drop?
No, not at all, because none of you fucking keep listening to me. None of you have physical proof. The police...
Can I speak to Queen C for a second, please? Can we put her in the big box? Now, this is how I see it, right? Okay, when she was 8 years old, right, and he was four, right? Now, I get that people put things up in different parts of your body, yeah? I don't believe it was anything sexual, so we can forget that one.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why she'd come on here and say it, but there you go. That's my...
Exactly.
The 14-year-old, yeah, now, it was a flatmate's friend, right? The friends, so she knew their age. I do believe she knew it was 14. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. There's no evidence of that. But what she's done wrong is come on TikTok and talk about it. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, she's got herself in a pickle.
Another thing Queen said, I don't understand why someone would even make up, just say it was an act, yeah? Would actually make up something like that on TikTok. Now, I have dark humour, right? But I'll never go and talk about children, because that will never enter my head. Do you get what I'm saying? I
don't think it's human. I don't think it's actual. I think what's happened is, I think this girl has been through a lot, and like I said, I know a lot of people that are adults with learning disabilities.
She's been through a lot, so it's excusable then, isn't it?
That have been through a lot because of their learning disabilities, and it affects them more as they get older. Now, I'm not excusing what she's saying, I'm not defending her, I'm just saying that if other people on this app can come up with essay stories and then it all be fake and then everyone's still okay with it a few weeks later, I don't know why you can't all just fucking take her word for it and
the difference is you don't talk about children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. And she understands, she says she understands she said something fucked up and she can't take it back now. But she's trying to explain.
Because that's what she's trying to say. It wasn't Ashlea is trying to say it was an act. Do you know what I mean? She's just saying...
Yeah, exactly, for clout. And that's what she has gained that clout from it. She's got the attention and now she's backtracking because it's gone a bit further than what she was expecting, I think. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think any of it...
You don't joke when it comes to,
I know you don't joke, I get that, but I think, like I said, with her severe learning disabilities and mental health, they don't always know right from wrong. She might be saying she does, but she actually don't. She has 24-hour care for a reason. And being a 24-hour carer for them, they do say fucked up shit. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do say fucked up shit. I've heard people say that they want to rape someone or they want to kill other people.
Have you got any proof of that?
She's got clearance. What mental health has she got? She's got clearance for a reason.
Apparently they're just to help her clean her. So where was that carers when she was online saying that?
I'm aware that, sorry, I can't agree with you. I'm aware that she has the carers for her disability, and they are trying to get her the correct support and help for the mental health. Now, it's something ongoing. I've spoke to someone, and they said that they're trying to get her the right help that she needs because of all of this.
Queen
It's hard to get that help over there, just like it's hard to get help over here. She's being failed by the fucking system, and no one can see that.
Well, no.
So she needs
She's got 24-hour carers. Where are they when she's online talking to 12-year-olds on Instagram?
Because just like me, I can't go and...
They've got a duty of care, haven't they? If they're with that 24/7.
Yeah, exactly. So when I was hearing these people that I was caring for saying that they're going to rape and murder someone, I can't phone the police because of it. We've been told we can't.
But there's a difference. Can I just say there's a difference though of them just saying it, but then she's on Instagram actually talking to kids.
But
There's a
TikTok
total
wasn't a thing
difference.
back then. If
On
any of these
Instagram,
people that I cared for had TikTok or Instagram, they'd be in the exact same predicament. They would be in the exact same predicament
The only
if
mental health
these people that I cared for had TikTok now. TikTok wasn't a thing back then, but now it is.
Can I get a word in, Queensy? Thank you. So I'm in the same line of work as you, okay? And you said that you joined this whole Ashlea train when you went into Tony's live. Now,
I didn't join the Ashlea train.
Okay, but I'm still talking. Like you tell people,
just because she supports Ashlea doesn't mean she's a peddler. It doesn't mean she's an enabler of a peddler.
I haven't called Queensy a peddler. That's not why I jumped up. I don't use that. I use that word for Ashlea. I'm not going to use that word for Queensy. But I am going to say she is enabling Ashlea's behaviour because when I spoke to Ashlea personally, and I followed Ashlea now, I've followed her story a lot longer because I'm a night owl, I rolled up on her. Now she openly says to me that she has children on her Snapchat and that if a child messaged her and she found out the child was 13 or 14, she would still continue. She told me she would not block that child. She would still continue talking to that child. She also got very angry at me when I said to her about her mental illnesses. She made it very, very, very clear that last November she had a mental health assessment. She deemed full mental capacity and no issues in that area. So when you're going, she's so vulnerable and you're referring to her, because I've also worked with schizophrenics and people that are off their medication. And
I'm going to kick some people out, guys, just because it's a big queue.
And so I haven't.
I'll drop lunch.
Those are the worst of the worst. Ashlea is not that far. I don't know why you're even comparing Ashlea's mental illness to these vulnerable adults that you work with. You can't compare them.
Because she is a vulnerable adult, hence why she has carers. Even Angie said earlier that she was... She has CPD. She seems vulnerable.
She has CPD.
No, she has learning disabilities.
No.
Go and look up learning disabilities.
Queen C, you're very cocky, okay? I have spoken to Ashlea and Ashlea has told me her mental illnesses. So why don't you zip it? Because I know Ashlea's mental illnesses.
Though? But why are you believing everything she's saying? If she has
because why would she be lying to me about what mental illnesses she's had?
Because that's what people
oh my God. Do you know what? I understand why Tony got frustrated. You should not be in the line of work you work with because you do have
of course not.
I completely follow Tony.
I've got an MVQ, love. I've got an MVQ.
An MVQ means nothing. Can I just say something? Can you shut up?
I know what I'm talking about.
Can you mute her a minute, please? You can't get a word in with us.
When everyone's in the big box,
I'm trying to reply to what you're saying.
Queen say reply once Polly Pocket's spoken. I'll put it in the big box, okay?
Please don't give me the whole you have an MVQ. I have worked in homes where people were up to an MVQ level 4 and yet they have still abused patients they've looked after. Just because you've got an MVQ does not mean you are a good carer. It just means you.
That means I'm not a good carer.
And you've done some coursework.
Oh, now you're going to
I've worked with people. Shut up.
Okay. No, because you're attacking me as who I am as a person. You don't know me, love.
Because you're giving me the whole, I have an MBQ.
I don't know what kind of carer you are. You might be a fucking shitty carer, love.
Right, anyway.
What's that got to do
Angie,
with
do you
it?
know what? Thank you so much for bringing me up.
You might be a fucking shitty human being. I'm not a shitty human being. I'm just trying to fucking...
woman. She doesn't shut up. No one's going to be able to
make
word
you see
it. So I'm going to drop.
Can everybody just stop talking over everybody and let people have the say, please?
Thank you, Mary.
Really rude.
Thank you.
Sorry, Ange.
I am happy for Queen C to reply once I'm finished. I get really.
One sec. I'm going to call you for a sec. Go ahead.